You know what time it is. You're on with Big J. We hope you're ready because we're about to talk sports talk, news, and information. We thank you for tuning in with us today. We hope that we say something that tunes and turns you in a different direction to understand what's going on in the world of sports. And we'll be right back. We just want to say good morning to everyone, all the listeners, all those who have subscribed, those who have not subscribed, yet you're considering it. We thank you. And again, we just want to encourage you to smash that like button. If the dialogue is totally conducive, leave a comment. All right. So let's get into it this morning. As you can see on my thumbnail, I have corporate play equals dollars. It's not about hate. It's about money. Watch this. One of the mass and the major things that were never talked about last week was my boy not having his jersey retired where he played at because the owner died and did not fulfill what he had promised him. And we all know who that is, Kevin Garnett. No one's talking about it because the owner, I'm going to leave it at that. The owner did not fulfill his promises in his will, Kevin Garnett says, I do not want my jersey retired there. That is a big narrative because there's the truth there, but no one's dealing with that. We're going to deal with that next week. But today I want to talk about Kwame Brown and these two young men on the screen. I'm not going to follow everyone else's narrative of dialogue. I'm going to create my own because this is what I see. First of all, Matt Barnes cannot be critical of anyone. When Derek Fisher is with your ex-wife and your kids, you hop the fence to beat him up. I have issues with that. See, this is all after basketball. So for Kwame Brown, it should be the same thing, all after basketball. I'm going to leave that part alone. Let me get into my narrative. This is not about two individuals or three individuals disliking each other or not agreeing with each other. Kwame Brown was drafted, selected number one. And we all know the story. We know what went on. He didn't pan out in the NBA. But that doesn't mean that he didn't pan out as a father, Matt Barnes, and that he has not panned out as a husband. We understood that he was in jail for a period of time, and we're not going to go into that. As you see, I chose a picture to put up there that represents a man who has a family and who is a father. I don't know if you've been studying this or watching it or not, but YouTube now is becoming one of the greatest entities as far as revenue sharing because of the celebrity status that most NBA players have or those who are connected to the NBA. It equals automatic followers, which equal automatic dollars. So there's something called a corporate meeting. How can we take what's going on in the past and right now and achieve a corporate status by using the narratives of those who once played the game, those who once talked about, liked, and disliked? This is what we have on the screen. So then what you do, you create this narrative that separates these two young men on the right from the young man on the left. You put them at odds against each other. And then you have the community of YouTubers, followers, content creators who jump all over this. At the same time, the ratings of Kwame goes up and the ratings of Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson goes up. So do you see what's going on? Intertwined in this is the ability to create actors to perform, so the dollar is created for the corporate entity. Man, I've never seen it this good. In times past, we would say, we're going to put the, I can't really say it because I don't want to get in trouble and I want my ass to flow. But what in times past, what they would say is, we're going to put the person who works outside against the person who works inside. And what that does, it creates a narrative that suggests Kwame Brown was a Southern boy who knew nothing. That's not at all. True. All right. There was a movie one time called I don't think it was called An Officer and Gentleman. And along with it. Why? Because it's going to help them increase, watch this, increase who and what they are. So what that does, it allows them to continue and grow even further than when they were athletes. Because now they're not playing basketball. They're on YouTube, and other sports are able to tune in and see this chaotic fight back and forth verbally between these two entities. The reality is, it has nothing to do with them. It is the corporate push behind corporate dollars, giving these individuals a platform now to secure their future again. This is deeper than what we think. It's a lot deeper. It's not about Kwame. If you notice, I don't use God and cussing in the same language. I don't do it. I can't do it. I'm not going to say what that is, but that's just me. I don't do it. So what you have Kwame Brown cussing them out, you have them cussing him out, but there's no reality to it. The only reality to it is corporate dollars. Corporate dollars. And that's what's happening. Everybody's being paid. Why? Wow. Everybody's being paid. Wow. Content creators grab this and take it to a whole different place that it should never go. While the fan is looking at this now, because you have sales. That's why Dennis Rodman made tons of money, because he became controversial. If you want something to succeed, watch this. Build a show that's controversy, where controversy exists and when it lives, where it lives, and you have individuals battling back and forth. Do you not know the masses will tune into that? Everyone will talk about it. Kwame Brown, when's the last time we talked about him or seen him? Now all of a sudden, with the resurgence of him coming back to light, now all of a sudden, with the resurgence of this media platform of what happened, guess what? He's in the spotlight again. How did he get there? Corporate America had a plan to use his negativity in the past and support it by these two individuals right here. They weren't supported by anyone else. Why? Because if they put the wrong narrative on the screen, no one will watch it. This is prime. Look how they did Matt Barnes' face. If you don't understand corporate America, you never will. I'll have to turn you against each other, and it becomes controversial, and everyone will listen to it.